Peace, reflections, and divine greetings to the chosen ones. Okay, so fuck, right. I want to talk about this thing so bad because I'm snitching type shit, right? I was in that energy, but you know what? We could save it because I did say I was gonna break down some powers that you guys can practice. And a lot of these powers aren't really practical. Like they involve the understanding of how the imagination works and interacts with the material realms and all the other realms too, right? For you to manifest shit and keep yourself on certain timelines and stuff like that, right? So yeah, I have a fractal time and space vision, right? Meaning like how the Fibonacci sequences, right? The fractals, how they are a pattern of themselves extending like into more patterns of themselves type shit. So it's like when I say time and space, right? I mean like space meaning like matter, right? The structure of these bricks and the patterns of nature and how she grouped certain trees together, certain skinny and thick trees together in a pattern. Yeah, so I could see shit like that, right? It also helps me align to see how nature will speak to me, right? Through letters, like she's showing an E, so like an L and an E. Okay, and I keep looking behind the letters, right? And finding more letters, but I'm sure if I look in front of the letters, I'll find more letters too. Like Y's and T's and shit. So like sometimes they'll be saying my earthly name, right? Also Tavion, right? That still means sun god. If you look up Tavion, Tavion, it's going to give you a few crazy definitions of what that name means, but they're all accurate in scary ways. But focus. Yeah, so like sometimes they'll be trying to say Tay, believe or keep going, or I love you type shit. Like they'll bring messages to you, right? If you can see the fractal, the patterns and sequences as well, because time is not chronological in the higher realms, right? So that's why sometimes my messages, like sometimes I have to finish my messages in another video type shit, or like you'll get the end of a message before I give you the first part of it sometimes, because I'm not trying to put in too much work to align everything chronologically. I'm just trying to get this information out and see how I can deliver it to you guys in a way that gets us moving in a more elevating way, right? Oh, right, elevation. That's probably what that was, right? That's what they were saying. Going backwards. Because, I don't know, the H. Sometimes the H's look like A's. Oh, yeah. Okay, there is another stick that's making the H look like an A. But, also, right. There's because of how this fucking language was designed, if they don't use the full, spelling of the word, right? They'll just use phonetics or other shit to help you, break it down what they're trying to communicate to you. But, one of our languages is numbers, right? Because that's like structuring and patterns and shit. This is like basically what I'm seeing through the fractal and time space vision, right? I'm just seeing like the different data that all these things are holding, right? That's why I told you in the last video that I gotta reread what I wrote down to pick up the energy, that data from what I was, putting down on the paper. There was some other shit that I use time, because I use time and space fractal vision, right? For reading shit, right? Like a Sharingan. But I also use it to manifest shit like a Sharingan, right? Genjutsu. Sometimes, based on how I'm just feeling and how I want to react, my higher self or my guides will guide me to want to act or react a certain way, which will help me, right, use my eyes to cast more genjutsu in people to protect myself, and ourselves within the situation. Because I'm not trying. Because if at least one of us is trying to avoid the negative outcome of this situation, right, then we will likely not get the negative outcome of the situation, like the negative outcome, because there's levels. So you can't promise getting the good outcome, but you can promise not getting the bad one. What else did I want to say about this? Whoa, managed to recognize the reality of the realm. Man, these guys are deep. Alright, oh yeah, read into your spiritual animals, because they also help you. I didn't write this down, but I think I did, right? I have inner beasts, right? So I have my inner beast, right? But I also have quote unquote beasts in my arsenal, right? Your spiritual animals that help guide you in different ways to help you transform or become or maintain certain positions in your life, right? Damn. What are you doing? Alright, so yeah, I finally unlocked my dragon type shit. Yeah, that was awesome. But yeah, the rabbit, right? I forgot which one I had first. I think it was the one in my Chinese zodiac sign, which is a monkey. So I was like a monkey and an owl for most of my life growing up, right? And then I found the rabbit, right? And then I went down the rabbit hole. And found the dragon. Wow. I also see elephants surrounding me, right? Not necessarily close by me, guiding me, but just around me, protecting me type shit. Protecting my mind and my emotions, my spirit. Wow. These downloads be so beautiful, though. I wish I could have explained it exactly how they gave it to me. Multi-clone thinking, right? / chaos dynamic. So, yeah, the / chaos dynamic, that's a whole different thing. But those are two different things I listed. Okay. But, yeah, chaos dynamic, wow. I gotta remember exactly what I was, tapping in on, right? When I was jotting that down, because, I feel like chaos dynamic, right? Dynamic is just like the logic or the order, right? Just the sequences and patterns of the chaos, right? And I think that goes back to what I was talking about with the fractal space-time vision. But I don't know why I just wrote it down like that. I think that's because I am that, right? Because that's what we are, right? And that's how we're portals of creation. But geez, I think that's exactly what I was writing down for that part. Like, wow, cool. We're really cool, y'all. Multi-cool thinking. So it was I just cloned patterns of how I think, right? And then just hold those, like how you can hold an intention in your chest or your gut or your skull type shit. You can also hold thinking patterns and structures, right? No! I lost my bookmark in the window. But yeah, you can also do that for the other consciousness energies in your, stomach, chest. Yeah. Jesus, spirit. I don't know if that was my higher self, because I know my energy, right? Oh my God. Your sacral chakra. The conscious energies of your sacral root chakra. Man, I'm so aggressive, bro. It's crazy. Oh yeah, I'm in between dimensions right now because I was supposed to been shifted, but I didn't get enough nature. Precision, right? Like my precision has been crazy on point. Even if I miss, it'll bounce into place type shit. So I don't know. I don't even know how to explain that, right? It's just like I just feel the flow of. It's kind of like using telekinesis, right? When I throw it, because I think that's what I do for a lot of things, right? Because ain't no way I was a little kid throwing balls that far, type shit, right? Like yeah, it could have been for power, but I feel like I was also guiding the ball, because like as soon as my arm started to go down, and I stopped like flowing with the momentum of my throw, that's when the ball will start to come down type shit. So it's like, goddamn, we are powerful as fuck, bro. And for me to be explaining this shit to my cousins and them, I was trying to explain that to my little cousin Loyal. I just love his name, like, because if you know this family, bro, they're bro, our intelligence is insane, bro. I would just say that, bro. But yeah, I was trying to show like little cousin Loyal how to flick cards, and I was telling him that I be cheating sometimes because I use telekinesis to like bend the cards when I flick them. He didn't believe me, right? And then when he started to flick the cards at me, I told him that I even use telekinesis to block the cards when they come to me, and I started doing that. Bro was just. He was just dying laughing, bro, flicking cards at me. He couldn't take it seriously, because how the fuck, like every time I would flick the card in this direction, it would go in that direction, and he was just dying laughing, like, ain't no fucking way. I told you, I'm a whole shroom trip. But, yeah, so I also tried to explain how I can basically slow down time in my mind, right? If I focus on an object and the flow of the motion that it's in, right? And if I just keep up with that motion and act like I'm in motion with it, right? Like within my mind and spirit, and feel it within me, then I will actually, slow that thing down in my mind. But for some reason, sometimes it's only that one object I'm slowing down in my mind. And I think that's because of how light works and how our perception works, right? Our feel like the depth perception. Right. So it's just shit like that. It's like when you start to tap into your mind, right, and stop letting your mind just feed you information, then you can start to look past your mind and watch how the physics are working. Type shit. You ain't never tried one, bro. Right? But yeah, that precision shit, bro, that shit is crazy. But yeah, that precision shit, it also helps me with my other abilities too. Just tapping into my energies within myself and my consciousness, like my spirit, and my mind, right? And yeah, I learned to balance all my emotions, right, at the same time. But it's hard to maintain that state, right? Because it's kind of overwhelming, especially if I haven't like fasted, gone through some meditations, and then like pop the shroomy, so that I can take that edge off, and then like drift out of my body, and then feel and become the energy more, right? Fuck, I forgot what I was talking about specifically, because I had to break that shit down. Yeah, if it comes back, it comes back. But I want to break some more shit down with this precision thing. Because energy extends beyond dimensions, so it's like my precision, like we're precise in a whole lot of different ways. Damn, I'm gonna just put it that way, because I can't channel the fucking, I'm not up there right now, so I can't, slow down and catch the energy to transmute it into, catch the dialogue and transmute it into language type shit. Or transform it, whatever you want to say. Form. We don't have a form. That's cool. It's like, bro, I feel like I'm the aura, right? Just sitting, like, yeah, I need to draw this out. I'm not gonna explain that shit. Like, I could give you images from like where I got the name from, right? Taiyoshin. It was from this anime where they be summoning their higher selves, right, to go play sports, like soccer, I think. Bro, they could be using that shit for a whole other thing, bro. But yeah. So that's what I kind of feel like. But I feel like I don't have that image, right? I don't have that form. It's just right. I'm gonna have to draw it out for you. Next thing, when we go to war, y'all will not win. Rapping on this bitch like I'm in. How is 666 the mark of the beast when 666 is the angel number for love, cosmic love or some shit, right? And is also the compound for neutrons, protons, and electrons, right? And how they say life, right? Energy, or the energy of life is love, right? So that's just them showing you, like, God, they're showing you a lot of things, man. I'm not about to sit here and break all that down because this ain't that video. So hyper awareness, right? This helps being hyper aware of everything, right? It's gonna scare you because you think, right? You think that because you can feel so deeply all of your vitals, right? And like you can feel the flow and motion of them, right? Like sometimes I'd be locking up muscles, like just random muscles on my body just from focusing on them with that fucking anxiety. But yeah. It's like, you're not gonna stop your heart or anything, right? But you will be able to feel how it's moving and shit. And you'll think, right, because of this inception that we are, you will think that you are moving it sometimes, right? Like how you think that you are moving sometimes. Yeah, it gets that deep. It's not just your fucking thoughts, because they done took us so far out of ourselves, right, that we be going on autopilot that deeply. The same way we can wake up out of our quote-unquote sleep, right, and do things in our sleep, like have whole fucking conversations, texting people, bro. Yeah, it gets that bad. I forgot I'd done this a few times, but my neighbor had reminded me because he was like, hey, sorry, bro, I was texting you in my sleep. And I was like, yeah, that made sense because the way he was texting, And then I was like, I just, so that he wouldn't feel bad, I was like, oh, you know what, bro, I've done the same shit before. That's crazy, Because I reminded myself, like, oh my God, I hope I didn't do that with my father. I think I was half asleep doing that with my parents, But, and I say my father specifically because, I don't know, I become a whole different person. I be exposing shit, I just, whatever. And those who you know, type shit. I'm just leave it right there. Hyper awareness, right? So, because I become hyper aware of shit, right? I go deeper into my mind, into that field of thought and shit, right? And I can just see why my poles of consciousness, right, within my body, the poles of consciousness, just chakras. I can see why they're reacting or acting the way they are, or trying to, do certain things. It's because they're in this kind of a state, or, trying to go into this trajectory type shit. Use a big word so I don't have to use much words. So I'm gonna use dumb language so I can get through this fast type shit. Energy throne. Energy. Hold on. Oh, energy transformation. Right, I could transform energy, right? Because of my understanding of it. So it's like, is this like being able to turn a bad situation to a good situation? It's like when shit gets too bad, I start laughing at it because it feels like it's just another fucking. Because like at this point, I'm just a problem solver. Like I just be doing puzzles. It's just another puzzle of life, right? So for me to see that these are spiritual attacks, right? Like no doubt, it just makes me laugh. Because why in this moment? They're trying to distract me from something type shit. You know, whatever. Because I didn't want to fucking be here anyway, so I'm gonna just get this shit done with. So I can go do my thing and chill. But yeah. Energy transformation. So, right, I'm really good at reverse engineering shit, right? Breaking something down, rebuilding it, but also making it into something else. Because of my understanding of how energy works, right? And that's really all we fucking need. If you understand how energy works, you can teach yourself exactly how to build a whole rocket ship, plasma guns, lightsabers, PvP did this, that, da da da, right? From just simple basic shit, right? That we would think would find would to be basic. But it's just because they got us thinking or expecting that things have to be a certain way, but they really don't. You know, they can just, like how Rick shows us how he makes his shit out of trash. He's showing you guys, right? I love his attitude, right? Because he's only here to end our world, right? To show us that their reality is not what they think it is. So they should just chill and enjoy the experience that they have. Yeah. That's why, yeah. I could go deeper on that, but yeah. Also, the different characters, they're there to play their specific roles to protect each other on the spiritual level, and that spiritual protection keeps them on, you know, a good energy to protect themselves in the material, right? And we all get these family dynamics, even in karmic families, and we just got to see the flow of the energy so that we can know what we're working with, you know, until we're in a position to do what we truly feel like we want to do, right? When I say a position to do what we truly feel like we want to do, right? I left my family. Well, I'm trying to leave my family, but you know, I ran from one to the other. But that's fair though, because I didn't get to spend time with the other. And yeah, I purposely projected that tone to, you know, express myself type thing. Right? It doesn't really bother me, but you know, that's fucked up. That's just what I think, right? And that's how I use my emotions, right? Because I'm not gonna get I'm not gonna get too attached to shit because I know it's going to take me outside of myself. Fuck. What was I backtrack. Right. So I left one family, right? So I can leave that family so that I can position my mind, spirit, and body, right? And not body, but like my material, my character, right? Meaning like, you know, I can be my own adult type shit. So like, y'all don't think that I'm only trying to connect to use y'all type shit. You know, because when people get emotional, they just try to find any excuse to not accept the reality that is presented to them. So yeah, right. So now when I go back to them, right, I'm also trying to leave this family too, right? Because you know I need, you know, a certain kind of isolation. I need a certain kind of hermit mode. My energies, the way that, like, what my energies are, right, and the way that they've been affected in this experience, I have to go through a certain process, right, of cleansing, so that I can finish structuring my energy the way I need be, so then I can truly know, right? This is the positioning, the type shit that I'm talking about. So you can position yourself in such a way like that, right? To know for yourself, right? In your higher being, your life path, and your highest, timeline, basically, right? Like, what will be the best for self? Like, and it's not such a selfish thing, because sometimes the best for self does involve other people. But you need to know this for sure type shit. So yeah, until you can rebirth yourself, right, by being alone. Like when you die, right? When you're alone and you die, and you know, prep your energy to be rebirthed again, so you can go through another life experience to rebuild yourself in such a way, right? To gain that wisdom in your spirit and soul, or your soul, right? To gain that wisdom of your inner soul to, be prepared for the next experience. Man, my fucking neighbors are cool as fuck, bro. Like, bro, I got some Jamaican neighbors, bro. He's like, he got his, he be repping his culture, right? And it's just like the bike that he's riding on, the backpack, his hat, his whole character, right? His aura is just powerful, man. And like the way he's riding too, he's cool as fuck, bro. I'm telling you, bro. This is the energy in this place. I don't know what's going on. We're elevating. My bad. You know what music does to us. Fuck, took me out of what I was saying for real. Right, I was just trying to position myself to, walk into the life that I need to be in to help the planet, right? Because I don't really care to be here. And I also don't want to be here because of the fucking situation that we're in. But, I'll humble myself with that part because I gotta help us get out the situation. I'm not gonna be an asshole and just, I'm like knowing that my energy is needed here. Like, I'm not gonna be an asshole and just watch from a distance while like someone else helps revive my planet type shit. Like, that don't even deserve to be called my pet. Like, and I'm not trying to shame others in the spirit who haven't come back to, help us in this timeline at least, right? I'm just like saying, like, that's just a personal thing for myself. I feel like I gotta really step the way that I feel like I should be stepping, or else I'm going to lose that feeling and I'm gonna end up losing that sense of self type shit. And I don't want to lose that part of myself. But yeah, other people, like when I'm going back to what I was saying, like other spirits might have stayed or might not have come back here, for other reasons, or just might not come back to this time for other reasons, so no shame type shit. I don't know, I know that I be speaking so fucking aggressively and heartlessly sometimes. It's just cause my mind, right, and my heart, my gut, because my gut is becoming stronger. But yeah, those two things are very powerful. My mind and my heart are very powerful in different ways that contradict each other. And yeah, I'm gonna keep that balance, right, so that I don't get bored and lose my mind. Knowing what the fuck we are, right? Energy transformation. So I was talking about other practical things like reverse engineering. We can really just like, if you know how to like change the chemical compounds of shit, right? With alchemy, then you can really just break down anything to mold or create or bring to be, right? Any kind of material that you need, so that you can get to crafting other shit too, right? Like I can turn all these rocks and shit into copper and steel and this and that, so I can make, and glass too, right? So I can make, different kinds of shits, like plasma guns and, burning swords and shit. Yo, I made fucking ice bombs when I was a kid. I don't know if I told y'all this shit I was doing when I was a kid, but like, I was fucking Rick for real. And then Rick and Morty came out fucking middle school, like the ending of elementary. Oh man, they put my energy in such a fucked way, bro. I'm telling you. I tell you. Yeah, he's coming back out. I can hear his accent. Let me calm down. Oh, ego cooperation. See, that's another power I have, divine alignment. But yeah, let's read this. Ego cooperation. Yeah, because I can understand all the egos inside me, right? I can cooperate with them in such a way that can, motivate them to help me and guide me in situations, because they know that we're all in this together type shit. So the kind of egos I have, right? It's the different kind of beasts. I have a kid, the cosmic kid, right? The two parents, right? Which is just your divine masculine and feminine energies. And then I have different teachers, right? These teachers, right? Because we're made of our ancestors within flesh and spirit. Yeah, it's like they prep dialogue, right? That will be in us to last through generations type shit, right? So it's like we can have conversations with them still. It's cool. And like they'll, teach us and lead us. Well, not like they'll help us lead ourselves, basically, by giving us their energies to do so, right? All right, you also have an inner God, right? And an inner devil. So your inner God is just the head of all your angels and angelic energies. And then your inner devil is just the head of all your demonic energies, right? But neither is good, neither is evil, right? It's all just who you are for real. Right, that's what I was trying to say earlier. Because I can become so hyper aware, I can tap into super intelligence and also a super ego, right? Because when I say super ego, it's just basically a balance of my egos, right? At such a high rate, right? Because I don't know, their vibration is just higher or some shit. Like their energies be powerful, potent, and high as fuck. It's like damn, and like the way I just be watching everything flow and watching them move is just so beautiful. Like we are a symphony, bro. Oh my god, I really want to tell you guys the shit they be telling me, bro. Like I just gotta find the words. Like we are amazing. We're really beautiful, and funny as fuck. Cause we're tricksters. But yeah, so reality exposer and reality bender. It goes back to that time fractal thing I was talking about, right? So I can expose, right, certain things to myself in certain realities, right? Like the reality of the Matrix, right? Like how is God a man if we all came from a womb type shit? And then the reality of, this material realm type shit, which will help me read the sequences and patterns of how things are moving in the astrals. Oh shit! I gotta pee, but I gotta open my book. Okay, hold on. Right, Bender, right. And because you can expose certain things to yourself in your reality, right? You can bend reality. Bro, we are the avatar for real. We can bend anything. We can bend any and everything. Like, do you know what the fuck reality is? Oh my god. Like, to watch events and sequences fold in front of you and move for you. It's like so beautiful and like, thank you guys type shit. Like, thank you guys. I love you so much. I show. Like, 24/7 all day. Bars. But, you know, it's like that kind of the energy. Because you'll kind of feel like, you know, mommy, right? Mommy, source. It'll feel like she's, what you call it, spoiling you, right? Like she's, you know, being that kind of mom that she loves to be. And yeah. Oh my god. All sinking shit. Yeah, bending reality is really fun. Because like when you expose certain shit to you in your reality, and because you have to also agree with it in such a way for it to make sense and fit into your belief system, right? Because I'll say your belief system is more like your subconscious, right? And then your knowing system is your conscious. Your intentional, like, yeah. Thank you so much, Helios. I don't know what's going on. They blowing cold air out here. Like, there they go again. But no, Helios over here. Raw, you know, over here cooking me up. Right, so to bend your reality, right, you have to learn how to re-envision things and receive things and re-perceive things, right? Like re-receive things, my bad. On this material realm and in this material realm and how they, you know, are actually moving and what's the cause and what's the actual effect type shit, right? So that's gonna help you bend reality and manifest different shit. And it's also gonna break your mind a little bit. That's why I say you gotta have a strong mind, or just like a strong soul, right? Just like fuck the mind. As long as I have that inner knowing of, you know, who I am, what the fuck is going on, that's all I need type shit. Because now I can really play with reality however I need and just watch shit come to me, right? I want to explain, but I don't like bragging, and you know, I don't want to sound like a spoiled kid because people already fucking see me like that. But that's just because they can pick up from my aura, right? My energy, they can pick up that I am, you know, spoiled in the spirit. Like, the spirit realm spoils me a lot. And yeah, I feel ashamed from admitting that, but it's cool. It's whatever. Also, like, yeah, we gotta break off of shit like that, feeling ashamed of loving on ourselves in different ways, because, you know, they got us fucked up out here. Divine alignment, right? So, because of how I can see, you know, shit fold through reality, right? And bend through reality, right? Is like this divine alignment thing. It's just an extension of that. It's like, or the bending is an extension of this type shit. Because like they're the same thing, but it's just I'm using divine alignment on purpose if I do the reality exposing and bending, right? But yeah, divine alignment will also work from the other half of you, from your spirit, right? So like you don't always have to do it on command or purpose or shit. Energy blast. Yeah, the telekinesis thing. Because, bro, that's an energy blast. That's not telekinesis. When we make it powerful enough, we can knock niggas down type shit and smack them around and shit, bro. It's gonna be up type shit, bro. I can't wait. So like Brother Wisdom, Remedy H, he was explaining in one of his videos that's like the real Kamehameha, right? When you are able to push and emit your, energy out like that, right? In such a way, then you can be able to do certain things. He gets deeper, which is why I say it like that. Which is also why, gave him a little shout out, so I can go look for that. Hypersenses, right? So because I be so tapped into my higher senses, which I guess is another power I should have wrote down, but I'll explain that too. But the hypersenses, right? It's like you're so tapped into that time realm and shit. And other things too, right? So that to being how sensitive you are to your energy and this body that's holding and translating your energy to you, right? Through that dialogue language thing, right? Yeah, it's like, my bad. I gotta look at the thing so I can pick up on the energy again. Hypersenses. So yeah, because your higher senses are so active, right? They're able to pick up on your other portals, right? Your other senses a lot stronger. So then you're able to be more precise, right? With your senses as well, because you're a lot more sensitive to. Yeah. My shit, so I could go and count my grip, reverse the slavery every time I pull up my whip to pull up on a racist race like I am the shit. I limp towards the cake cause I am the pit. Ain't nobody fucking my contracts up like Prince. Nah. Yeah. Divine communication. That's cool. Cause I'll be talking to my spirit team type shit. I don't know. I might be talking to Source too, but I don't know. I feel like she sends messages to me, cause the way I just felt, right? I just felt really lovely, and again, I felt like I was being shown that attention, right? Right. So maybe she'd be sending me messages and shit. That's cool. I just found it again. I love you, mama. Alright, divine communication, right. Like I said, you have to understand how your energy is and how your body is, because your body and your energy is like laced together, but your body is picking up on the other energies too. So that's the part that's going to confuse you, right? Which is why you have to understand your energy a lot deeper so you can, stay grounded to yourself and the other messages that you're receiving. You just have to know other divine alignment sequences and shit, because these messages are not in chronological order, and they don't just come to you like how we speak in normal conversations, right? They come to you in certain pieces of this and that, of your feelings, of how your thoughts are thinking. So like, if you just ignore what your thoughts are thinking and how they're thinking, right? And then you can further see what kind of messages Spirit is trying to guide you to. Things like that. You just gotta really understand how the different ways your mind works and how you, yourself, right? The awareness, how it's picking up and receiving on the way your mind is moving. Because your mind is just it's kind of invisible to you at the moment. I'll put it that way. Conscious surfing? What's conscious surfing? Oh shit! That's so cool. Yeah, so if you ever have a question, yeah, just speak it and they'll come to you. I'm gonna just put that right there so I can hurry up explain this, cause yeah, bro, I be surfing like how bro said in the song, in the fifth dimension. I be surfing trying to find some cheat codes, right? That's what I've been doing. Like, I've been conscious surfing, but surfing through my different poles of consciousness as well, so I can understand these messages and break them down to myself in deeper ways, right? That helps get me moving a certain way as well. So be careful of what you think about and how you think about it, because it's gonna, program you and move you in different ways. It could, type shit, depending on how strong your will is, right? Your gut, that solar plex chakra, your soul is your will. You can sell your soul if you sell your will. And you sell your will by selling, or by doing other quote unquote sellout shit, sellout energy. But it gets deeper than that, because if you you gotta sell your mind and your spirit to them, type shit. You have to hand it over to them, so that you can receive what you're trying to receive, whatever they got you tricked into wanting to, right? Self-mastery. I feel like that is a fucking superpower, yes, because we change a lot, so we have to keep mastering ourselves. So yeah, if you want the power of self-mastery, just follow the structure and influence and guidance of your chakras, right? The whole system and how they operate. Also, if you want to elevate in certain situations, you might have to approach your chakra systems in certain ways, right? Like how there are certain meditations where you start from the crown chakra down. There's meditations that I've been telling you guys about where I start from the root up, type shit. And then, there's other practices where you could just focus on other chakras in different ways as well, And this will help you master your energies, because if you can slow it down enough to, maintain it, then, master it, type shit. But remember, I don't even fucking like the word master. So it's just like building that relationship so that you can more strongly cooperate with your energy, right? Yeah, Spirit just told me there's gonna be a whole lot more words that I'm not gonna like once I start, picking up on and understanding frequencies, just frequencies alone, right? It's gonna bother me. But then when I understand what the word is, where it comes from, why it is, type shit, then it's gonna bother me again. So these are things that we gotta, master within ourselves so that we can be able to elevate. Force admission, right? Harnessing. Okay, so I can emit a lot of different kinds of forces, right? Like the electromagnetic, like an aura, right? And other energies, right? Like other quote unquote emotions or other states of being and influences, right? Like I heard that people feel really calm and confident around me and secure type shit. Like it's just because I've been in so many situations where I ain't feel like that for myself, that I have to be that for myself, and they just feel that energy on me. So it's like, oh wow, I have a whole power. I can emit different kinds of forces and influences, and we're powerful. Bro, where is this water bowl? Because I don't want to step in that shit again. Yeah. Those were also my hyper senses, my hyper awareness. Your awareness is like a sense as well. I think your awareness is the sense. Force emission, harnessing, right? I can also harness these energies from other people and other things and beings and shit, right? And then I can transform the energy, and turn it into something better for my reality, right? Reality bending. So like a lot of these fucking powers are kind of like the same shit, but they just work in different ways to have these names, right? Oh my god, yo, I love this fucking power. How much power? Bruh, I hope I got enough time to break down all these powers. Because this fucking biblical / divine vision that I be getting, bro, it's like I'm living in a movie, literally, right? It's just I watch the sequences play out, and it gets so bad or so good to the point, right? To the point where I can just start predicting shit and then watching it play out so beautifully, more beautifully than I expect sometimes. And it's like a whole symphony. Like even the bad parts led to, the more beautiful ending. And these are powers that I be tapping into, right? When I'm on shrooms. So sometimes when I'm on shrooms around people, they be witnessing this shit too, and they get on shroom trip experiencing and type of energy like, man. Life is awesome. With that divine vision, bro, it just exposes a lot as well about what, reality really is and what your reality really is. Even other people's realities too, right? Just help give you some guidance of what these beings that are around you are. For real, right? Because we're not our bodies, we're energies. So, because these energies go through different experiences, they become different beings, right? And because they are faced with such realities, they, become different beings. Like, it breaks my heart. It used to break my heart so much, right? And it's still to today, right? Because we're so trapped and locked in limiting belief systems, right? That people be like just making themselves struggle and stress over nothing for real, and then it just breaks my heart. It makes me want to go do all the work for them and just show them like, hey, this is how you can do it, and let me show you proof by doing it for you. I just want to take all the problems off your plate and help you learn and elevate and grow, right? To help you heal, like just to help you heal from this in this moment, and then to help you, carry yourself from, when you're not around me. So I like that I know that you are in a good state type shit. God, my bad. What was I talking about? I think I was talking about the divine vision. Reading people. Whatever. I'm gonna just go on because this next power is really cool. How much time we got? Right. So La La Land, right? I say La La Land. This is like these are personal. This is one of my personal powers, right? But this is also your power as well, because this is like a personal ability for all of us, right? Each of us, right? So like I have my own La La Land, and that's what I was gonna say earlier, right? Like how my shroom trips be so strong, right? That the sequences around me be so strong, right? That my La La Land starts to bleed into other people's realities, especially when they come next to me or step close to me, right? You can literally step inside of my domain my little aura box type shit that I can stretch to be as big or as small as I need be. But oh my god. I remember I did the Team Umizoomi with a divine encounter, right? And this person, she literally, oh my god, this shit was scary because like when I was starting to see the energies, it was like wasn't physical, right? But I can understand, right? My brain was just telling me that that's where the energy was, right? She stepped out of it looked like she stepped out of her domain, right? Out of her aura, and I seen like the world shift as she stepped out, right? And it looked like she kind of disappeared as she did this. And then like when she stepped into my domain, right, into my aura, it looked like she just appeared from a whole different location. Like, ugh, like me trying to remember it is like making me nauseous because of how intense it was. It was so scary. It felt violating. Thought I was gonna get my butt whooped. Like, she said, it's really clean in here. That shit like maybe, bro, that shit scared the fuck out of me when she said that, bro. I was like, oh my god, what is she seeing? Because I don't know what it looks like in here. But yeah, that was just a lot. Let me just leave it right there. But La La Land, right? It's just like how that's just to show how powerful your mind is, right? Of how it can really bend your, world around you in the material. But now let's just see how powerful your body is, right? Puh, spit. And your spirit too, right? 8 gates. I'm gonna get into 8 gates because when you really break down each gate, right? First they talk about something about your awareness, right? You just being able to tap in on that level, tap into your energy as well. And then I think the second gate, right, was you being able to actually charge up and then like, because like, yeah, your stamina goes up on the first gate, but it doesn't go up like how it does on the second gate, right? Now in the second gate, it's like you're superhuman, right? Like on the first gate, it was like you were just like the best, right? The best athlete in any case, right? You were just like a shinobi, basically, like a trained monk ninja type shit. But now, right, on the second gate, it's like you got this crazy momentum to you behind everything you do. Even your thoughts, right? Like even your mind. That's the second gate. But then the third gate, that's when like your body starts to go through intense transformations because of how intense your spiritual energy is. That's like your aura is like starting to supercharge up because, like you raising the like the first 2 gates was your energy becoming more potent, and now like it was you becoming more aware to your energy, and then your energy becoming more potent. This is how my shroom starts to kick as well. It's like I become more aware of my energies, right? And then I'm like, okay, he's here type shit, but he hasn't taken over yet. Right? Because the energies isn't as potent yet, right? And then yeah, basically, so with 8 gates, right, you can really supercharge your body, and not only will you supercharge your body, right, through your spirit, or from your spirit, right, because you're using your spirit that is, like, linked with, like, what did I say, interlaced earlier, right, with your, soul, right, and the soul is a microcosm of the universe. So, fuck. My bad, I'm trying to. It's interlaced. Alright. So, yeah, because of that, it's like you're not just supercharging your body, you can also start to do all that other string trippy shit, right? That I was doing, right? Like bending reality and all that. And then you also have the Sharingan, right? Being able to read people and then project different realities over people as well, like gaslighting and shit. You know, like genjutsu, right? You can put them in good genjutsu, you can put them in bad genjutsu. I just feel like genjutsu is a violation, period, because it's a lie. Or it's not even a lie, because, you know, like I said, you can use it to manifest realities. Oh my god, what is that thing? That shit looks nasty. Ew. It's so gooey. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's just looks like I can't even explain that. Let's see if I can show it. Poke it. So where? What? I don't know if y'all seen that. This is crazy. It's like fake jelly or something. Probably explosive. Yeah, we like exactly what the Sharingan does. We can do all that shit. Just look up the Sharingan and go deeper. There's a few channels that I used to like, you know. Oh my god, I'm gonna link those channels. I gotta not link them, but you know, I gotta find the name for them so I can share them. I think it was Swag Kage, right? Swag Kage. There was someone else though. I think it was like the Drip Kage or some shit. I don't know, man. But yeah, look up Sharingan Explain, Mangekyo Sharingan Explain, Renegan Explain, Byakugan Explain, or Dojutsu Explain, right? Because the Dojutsu is the ocular jutsu that they have, right? And then, you know, we do all that shit, bro. But then just like they break down what it is. They don't go deep into how it really works and how we can tap in on that type of shit, right? But once I go back into that and then really meditate on it, I'm gonna find out, and then I might accidentally do it type shit. So I'm like get 360 vision type shit, X-ray vision. Our pineal glands are decalcified now, so we gotta be careful as well, especially like when we do shit like smoking, because we're really cooking our pineal gland now. And also the shit that we ingest, you know, since our organs is connected to our brains and shit, it's gonna really run shit on our. Ugh. You have to shit? My bad, bro. Yeah, this is gonna really overwork your pineal gland, because now your pineal gland has to do more work to keep itself healing and healed and clean and shit. Also, it has to heal after it comes out of being calcified, right? Attraction motion. I can attract. Oh, attraction motion. I can. Okay, so when I'm in motion, right? When I'm moving, dancing, right, or walking, right? I can attract certain things, right? And then I also can attract motion. So I can attract things that move me or that just have, you know, really good movement of its own, right? And keeping such a high vibe, right, can help me attract the like energies, right? Predict / perceive. I think I broke this down in another video, right? So yeah, I can so prediction. You can, so when you can perceive things, right? You can, you know, dictate how they unfold, or if they get to unfold type shit. Sometimes you can't fucking dictate if they unfold though. But sometimes you can dictate how they unfold, even if you're trying to prevent it. It's like spirit will, you know, make you push it to, you know, happen either a lot stronger, or a lot quicker, right? And in such a way that it gives you karma, right? Time capsule. So that's what I wanted to call my time abilities that I am aware of. It's like I can capture certain moments in time, right? Like in my memory bank, but I could do it in such a way for me to like actually have that energy here for me to use it or be in it and type shit like that, right? And then I can also time travel, right, through astral projection a whole lot easier that way. Also, if I try to do this within the moment that things are happening, it makes things freeze for like a split second. And then like depending on how much will I have, and I'm saying will because when I do this, it puts a strain on my chest and it makes me a little nauseous, especially if I'm in motion. And it feels like, it doesn't make me feel nauseous. I mean, okay, it makes me feel nauseous because like it feels like whatever motion I'm in is forced, right? And that I'm getting like a whiplash from it. Or especially if I'm trying to focus on something that's in motion. And then I'm able to perceive the motion around it that it's moving through, right? The space that it's moving through. If I like start to perceive that motion, then it'll make me nauseous too, because it's like I'm trying to keep up with it while it's trying to slow down more and more and more until it gets to the point where it just, you know, can't slow down anymore, so it just starts going again. And then yeah, it makes me feel like I want to throw up or cough when, you know, shit gets to moving again. That's just how I perceive it, right? I can't really, you have to really notice that you are energy, right? So that you can really grasp your energy grabbing, or envision your energy grabbing this object with space, I mean with time, right? Because you grabbed it with time. It's like, you know, it's also like trying to use any of your magic, right? Telekinesis, right? It's like more energy you put into it, the more efficient it will be. So yeah, like when you grab it, that's why it starts to just slow down until it can't, right? And depending on how much energy you put into it, sometimes that split second might last for a whole full second, right? Of something either being paused or just in super slow-mo. And it's like whatever you're thinking about in that moment, sometimes you have to make your mind race, right? Your thoughts pick up speed. So then like while you're in that moment, it's just like, oh right, and then you have to put yourself in a meditative state, right? Like as if you're half asleep. So then you can you know, be able to capture and hold this moment, right? Time capsule. Lady Luck. Right, that's another power we have. Drip. We have the finest drip. We also have a really good finesse. We can finesse people like like the same way that they finessed us out our planet. We can finesse them out their soul type shit. Energy, time, energy. What is that? I done tapped into the quantum field. Can't nobody tell me how to feel. God vibes, yeah, it's really him. And nobody stepping the way that I'm stepping. Feel like a legend, you ain't got it. Oh no. I want good vibes, that's really my breath. Reppin' with love, you know what I rep. But yeah, your drip, is like another thing that can activate your energies and shit. So just tap into your drip type shit. Like, my crown. Like, I don't know. It just, and my necklace, right? It just feels like everything is exactly what it's supposed to be and how it's supposed to be type shit for me, right? And it's scary to the point where, like, what? Am I wearing my face again? Because I wouldn't expect for me to, do something like that. To recreate, the avatar. Whatever. But, yeah. Spellcasting, you can cast spells. This is why I wrote all these things down to empower my powers, right? Because of spellcasting. We also have plot armor. So depending on your life path and how dedicated you are to, doing your job here, right? Spirit will do their part to help, keep you in position of doing whatever you need type shit, right? So sometimes, it won't make sense. We can just get out of a situation type shit. And yeah, that's plot armor. We got plot armor because we are the main characters. Cheat codes. Yeah, when you can tap into the quantum field type shit, you can get cheat codes. And yeah, depending on how much work you've done on your chakras, right? It depends on how you can manifest those cheat codes as well. Or even if you can reach certain cheat codes, right? Because sometimes without mastering or getting past certain blockages in your energy, you won't be able to be in the energy to receive certain cheat codes. Energy shifter. Self, others. Okay. So, like I was saying earlier, because I can perceive the energy of myself and others and shit, right? Of the situation, how things are going, and how you want the fucking situation to turn out because of whatever the fuck, right? Well, fuck that. I'm gonna just, do my magic and politely, right, steer us away from that bullshit reality so that we can, chill and be buds still without having... I'm not gonna go too far into my situations, but yes, I can shift my energy, which will help me stay in control of self, right? And I can shift, because of that, I can also become aware and shift the energy of other people, right? But I only do this with pure intent, because, I'm just too scared to experience negative bullshit on this place, right? Because I know how much I'm going to experience, right? There's fucking assholes on our planet blowing cold wind on me right now, blocking Helios from keeping me warm, and then they done fucked with Gaia as well, so she won't be able to, keep me in another state. Like, it's just, I know about how much stress I'm gonna be under on this planet just because of the situation we're in alone. But then because I know how other people are going to be or react because of this situation or to this situation or in this situation or blah blah blah, right? And then, I just have to guard my energy in such a way, right? I'm just protecting myself. I'm not really trying to take you out of yourself. I'm just trying to show you we don't have to go this route, right? Which is why I'm going to politely shift your energy, okay? Creation through art, right? And humor. Slash humor. I think slash humor. So humor is one of our powers, like that's why Deadpool is very powerful, right? Because of his humor, that attitude, that mindset, that this and that, right? It just helps him be the right person to put himself in the right position to be able to do this and that and experience whatever, right? Those are his adventures. But yeah, we can create things through our art, right? So the jewelry that I will be making, right? it's going to help us tap into certain energy portals within ourselves so that we can create from that, right? And depending on how you do, because I don't know, I think I'm going to be the kind of person who's going to work, like who's going to have to take clients, right, and work with them and personalize their shit, right? So yeah, that being said, right, it's a whole thing, right? It's a whole work of art, right, that we're using to create another reality with. Also, you can, yeah, you can channel messages, right, just by doodling. You don't have to draw specific pictures, or if you do want to draw specific images or pictures that spirit is giving you, then they can, help you get other messages too, right? By painting biblical pictures for you, right? Like how those famous artists did. I believe the Moors painted all these pictures, but they gave credit to like, Italians and Roman people and shit like that, right? But yeah, so the same way that they be drawing biblical images, right, that we can break down with symbolisms and shit, is the same way that we can receive messages from spirit when we are either just doodling, just putting designs on papers and shit. It can align in certain ways, or it can just help you stay in a flow of energy, right, to help you receive certain messages. What else? Because I used to create a lot of different things through art, right? Either the outfits I would put together, right? You can make your own clothing, right? Or you just put your own outfits together type shit. And create like your altar, right? You can create energy over your being to then project or, use or maintain, right? Type shit like that. Which is why I'm in such a flow state right now, because I have this shirt, right, that says Faded Memories. There's some Japanese writing on it. It's really big and baggy. Came from my brother. It's got a rose on the back type shit. So all the vibes, right, from that my ego connects to, right? Like the vibes of me being in that Japanese class, the vibes of what Faded Memories mean to me, the vibes of being in this baggy, clothing type shit, right? With some tight pants, right? It's like the bottom of the pants, the bottom of the legs are tight, but the top of the pants is baggy. So then, like, I'm still feeling like warm, like as if I got some cloth on me type shit to keep me, feeling secure out here, because the way they got us feeling about our bodies, our perfect bodies. But yeah, so it's just like I'm in such a comfortable state, right, for me to be able to receive messages and stay in flow and on top of my mind as well. So like just like that is art within itself. The way that we, project ourselves, right, is art. We are art. So yeah, try acting, cosplaying if you're into that. What do they call that? Role playing, right? Either live action or going on a video game or playing with toys type shit. We gotta play with toys again, because I used to create a lot. I used to like manifest a lot of shit from playing with Legos, because playing with Legos was like playing with Minecraft, right? And being in a world where I can design my world, right? But because I was interacting with it in such a third dimensional way, right, it was just even more stronger. And because I was, with my little cousin and my little sister, we were all playing with Legos and, fucking living these adventures and shit, and taking in those energies to then, build character in different ways, right? To help us become different people, for us to create, our realities in such a way. I will never forget that my my little cousin Avriella wanted to be a nurse, like her nana, right? Like my grandma. I'll never forget my and it's just because these energies, like I told you, you gotta read the dynamic of your family and like the influences as well, because like fucking Ryan loved playing Ryan, my sister, right? She loved playing with Lego so much, right? And just designing and building and being creative in that way that she wants to be, I don't know, wants to still, right? So she wanted to be them people who designs houses. I think the interior designers. Yeah. And it was so cool because like, you know, if we weren't doing that, like we need to be in this child energy again, y'all, to create, because we weren't doing that type of shit, right? Then even if we were on a fucking device, bro, this is how protected we were as children. And I say protected because like these devices were made to pull us away from ourselves and each other, right? But we were even using the devices, right, to get us outside of that trap box. So okay, I would play my Spider-Man game, right? Pretend that I would, leave, like we would role play that we were sharing a house, right? And I was the cool uncle who was like a superhero, had a different kind of job that was able to help support, you know, my sister and her child. So then she would go on her iPad, right, and play with the little baby, and then also design the house for the baby and shit. And like, it would be like she was doing the things she loves to do, right? Which is like build her home and look after her own type shit. Her own being like whoever, like her siblings that she loves and her baby type shit that she wants to raise. And then yeah, this shit, that it was just a really cool dynamic, bro. Also, like, bro, but I keep saying this, bro, we were so protected, like we were so pure heart that even playing house, right, it wasn't risky. It wasn't a risky thing, because nowadays, bro, I don't know. Cause I can't trust that. I don't know. I need to, isolate my children from this fucked up world and the media and all that shit before I, think about letting them play house without me being there. Because of all the influences, all the stories, like, I just imagine like being a kid and you hear, right, about other like fucked up situations like that I'm not even gonna get into, right? And just like now that is introduced to your reality, it can it'll manifest in a lot of different ways, right? It can manifest in a lot of different ways, and like I'm not fucking with that, bro. But yeah, that's just really cool how we were that protected, that we were balanced enough to be able to play outside, inside, doing whatever the fuck, just keeping pure energy, growing, elevating energy, right? Like, I don't know, I did lock up my energy though, right, when my dad came around, but that's only because like for so long he would just continue to be a person that was not healthy for me. So then I was just like, you know what, he's not changing, so fuck it, I'm just not gonna be this person around him. I'm not gonna be myself around him, right? So he doesn't have to see this type shit, But yeah, reconnect with your people, that childlike energy, so you can get really deeper into that creative energy, right? Because that's where that's where we left it when we were fucking kids, and then was told that we have to grow up in such a way that people believe is supposed to be a grown-up. No, that's just a programmed earthling. I'm a fucking slave, for real. And I say that like with all due respect. I'm just looking at your the position, right? because Rick and Morty exposes a lot of shit to us. Like they even expose the situations that we be in, right? Like with Jerry and Beth, right? Or just Jerry himself in his life, or Beth and herself with who are going on. And I'm not just saying like the dark parts. I'm just saying like what they think is good for them, right? That is actually trapping them in different cycles, right? That's, you know, keeping that negative, fucked up energy within them. Also, I think I want to start breaking down fucking Rick and Morty episodes because, bruh, I just finished watching an episode where Beth and Jerry was on that love counseling planet, right? And the reason why